This video will cover how to layer FM patches with samples for a dynamic sound than just using violin, pizzicato, or harp timpani samples. I played the intro with an SY99 pizzicato patch. A stereo image was created by layering the FM pizzicato patch with the SY99's pizzicato samples. I find most pizzicato and most violin samples to be too thin. A violin or a harp is like a guitar. Most samples lack the hollow quality of strings. When a string instrument is plucked or bowed, the softer notes usually have weaker fundamental overtones. When the string vibrates with more force, the fundamental becomes stronger. This is a multi-sampled harp patch on the emulator layered with a DX7 patch. It's very effective. Running string samples through a low-pass filter usually doesn't work, but since FM uses sine waves to form a sound, it's ideal for giving strings a stronger fundamental for a fuller sound. For this video, I'll be using the TX802, which is like a DX7 II in a rack. This off-the-matrix pizzicato patch is great for layering with samples. The patch uses algorithm 3. Each tower is used to form a pizzicato instrument. So the patch is like two violins playing in unison. Since the timing of a group of violinists are never perfect, there's usually a few milliseconds of delay between the unison plucking. I was able to approximate that effect on the DX7 by setting the envelopes to delay the second tower. This patch was created on the DX7. When it was sent over the TX802, the second tower was not delayed as it was on the DX7. I recently fixed the problem, so I'll show how to fix it. Okay, go to the envelopes page, and you'll be adjusting the envelopes for operator 4. So first set the rate scaling to 4, then set rate 1 to 38, and set rate 2 to 73. So there you change the settings for the carrier of the second tower. Then go to operator 5, first modulator. Set the rate scaling, or leave the rate scaling at 3. But set rate 1 to 40. And rate 2 to 60. And both the levels, I forgot to do that, level 1 should be 66. Then I'll go to operator 4. This level 1 should also be 66. So now there should be a delay. Okay, you can hear the delay. I'll make the delay greater. So to do that, go to operator 4 and then lower rate 1. So if I lower it to like 34, the delay becomes greater. But I think 38 is a better setting. Yeah, I think that's better. Okay, I'm at the SY99, and this is the pizzicato sample on the SY99. And the sound is panned on the left channel, so I want to bring up the TX802 FM element on the right channel for like a stereo. Yeah, so that you can hear how that brings more depth to the sound. Pretty good now. It needs some reverb. So that's nice. I recommend listening through good headphones, otherwise it will really be difficult to hear the changes. The Author Matrix timpani patch can be layered with samples too. So this is the SY99's timpani sample. But I found that it needs to be transposed because when they assigned it to the keys, they didn't assign the pitches correctly, so it has to be transposed up 6 steps. So I don't think the people who were doing it were real musicians. You just bring up, I have on the mixer, the Off the Matrix timpani patch. They can hear how it adds a nicer bassier overtone. And here's the sample just by itself. It's like sort of thin sounding, but the timpani patch, the FM patch adds a nice. I'm going to bring it up a little more. And I was just listening to a performance of a Bach piece, and the timpani drum sounded more like this, had that quality. So that's all for now. So until next time, take care.